What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon back. And if you are a longtime viewer of this channel, you would know that I have a soft spot in my heart for XY Evolutions. The reason why is because it is the set that got me back into this hobby, so I will forever be grateful for XY Evolutions. However, recently I have seen many cards from this set explode in value despite the amount that are available in their PSA 10 form, so we'll be going over the top 10 Evolutions cards that have had the highest percentage increased over the past month or two, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts on investing in this set at the very end, so please stay tuned. Before I get started, let's give a quick shout out to today's video sponsor. It is lowpopping.com, your source for high-end investment-worthy Pokemon cards. On lowpopping.com, they feature a massive inventory of both high-end and very affordable PSA, CGC, and BGS graded cards, graded booster packs, and tons of sealed product. So although they specialize in those high-end grail status pieces, they also have a selection of affordable cards as well. And remember, one of the best things about lowpopping.com is if you don't have the cash on hand, you can easily trade for or make offers on just about anything you see available. And they also offer worldwide shipping. So if you are a collector of Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, sealed video games, you have to go over to lowpopping.com and check out what they have available. I will put the link to their website in the description of this video, and when you go to their website, it supports the channel tremendously, so thank you so much for that support. Let's get started off with the number 10 card from Evolutions that has had the highest percentage increase. It would have to be the Reverse Holo Charizard. This is a base set Zard reprint. This card in PSA 10 was selling for quite some time at around $380, but recently we have seen this card sell for closer to $535, which is a 41% increase in a very short period of time for this card. Now, it's worth noting that there are only two Reverse Holo base set Charizards that exist. The first one, of course, being from Legendary Collection, and that one is super expensive. And then we have this Reverse Holo from Evolutions. And that's one of the many wonderful things about XY Evolutions in terms of investability. It has so many Charizards in it, including base set artworks. Speaking of the Zard, the number 9 card that has come up quite a bit in value over the past few weeks would have to be the Mega Charizard EX. That was selling as a PSA 10 for about $79, but recently we have seen this card sell in auction for about $122.50, and that is a 54% increase. Now, a lot of the cards in this set are reprints, not all of them, but a lot are, and I think this one here was reprinted from Flashfire, but nonetheless, it has seen a 54% increase in a very short period of time. The number 8 card on today's list would have to be the Mega Blastoise EX. That sold as a PSA 10 about a month or two ago for $63. But lately, this card has been selling for over $100 as a PSA 10. Here is a sale for $102.50, and that is a 63% increase on the Stoise. Now, any set that has the big three featured in it like this, Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, is always going to succeed. If you ask me, this is the number 8 card on today's list. Coming in number 7, we have another Blastoise. This one is the Mega Blastoise EX Full Art card. That is a PSA 10, was selling for about $155. But recently, it has shot up to nearly double that. Here is a sale for $270, all the way up to an even $300 for this magnificent card, and that is a 93% increase in a very short period of time. I think the full art cards in this set are absolutely beautiful and also unique to the Evolution set. This is the number 7 card. Coming in number 6, we have another Charizard, but this one is the regular Charizard EX. That sold as a PSA 10 for about $69, all the way down to about $66. And the regular EX cards from Evolutions have never typically done well, unless, of course, it's a Charizard, because we've seen this guy sell for almost double that, selling in auction for about $128.50. And that would be a 94% increase on this Charizard in less than a month. Now, I do believe this is another reprint from Flashfire. Nonetheless, it does have that gold border that makes it unique to Evolutions. This is the number 6 card with the highest gains thus far. Coming in at number 5, we have our first regular full art EX card in Dragonite that sold as a PSA 10 not that long ago for about $89, all the way down to about $86. And this is a beautiful card. It has recently sold in auction for about $153, all the way up to $171.50. And that is a nice 100% increase on this Dragon Knight EX. The number 4 card in today's video would have to be the Full Art Mega Charizard EX, a very unique design exclusive to Evolutions. This card has been selling for quite some time for about $170, but recently we have seen a spike in value for this guy. Here's an auction sale for $335, another one for $336, all the way up to $350, which is a 106% increase on this Mega Charizard EX. And this is a beautiful, beautiful illustration of the Zard. I love it. This is the number 4 card on today's list. Getting down to the final 3, and I think this is where you're really going to get surprised, folks. But the number 3 card with the highest percentage increase so far would have to be the Full Art Misty's Determination. That was selling as a PSA 10 for about $117, down to about $113. But recently, we have seen sales going up to $270, which is a 139% increase on this Full Art Trainer. And it's worth noting that the Brock's Grit Full Art Trainer has not done nearly as well. You got to give the waifu tax to Misty here. This is the number 3 hottest Evolutions card right now. The number 2 card on today's list is very surprising. It is the Full Art Mega Pidgeot EX. That's right, it was selling as a PSA 10 for a measly $45 just a few weeks ago. But check out the sales nowadays, folks. This card has sold for $124.50, and that is a 176% increase on this Mega Pidgeot. Now, I love Evolutions. But I always thought that they put way too many Pidgeots in this set. There's the, Pidgeot EX, the Mega Pidgeot EX, the Full Art Pidgeot EX. Now this Mega Pidgeot EX, I mean, of all the Pokemon to choose to put in this set, why Pidgeot? Why? Before we get to the number 1 card with the biggest percentage increase, I got to go over just a couple of honorable mentions. Here we have a Full Art Mewtwo EX. Another magnificent card that was selling for about $108, now sells for about $130. So not too much of an increase there, but still worth noting. And then we have, in my opinion, the prettiest card in all of Evolutions, the holographic Mew in PSA 10 was selling for about $197, now sells for about $232. So once again, not the biggest percentage increase, but it's something. Which brings me to the number 1 card with the highest percentage increase over the past couple of months. It is the Full Art Mega Venusaur EX that was selling as a PSA 10 for merely $80 not that long ago. Nowadays, this card has nearly tripled in value. That's right. Here is a sale for $187. Another sale for $203 has gone all the way up to $224 in auction very, very recently. And that is a 181% increase from what it was just a month or so ago. With that being said, let's take a look at the booster box prices for Evolutions. This is where it gets very interesting. Here is an auction sale for about $1,007 very recently. And if we take a look at Pokedata here, pokedata.io, you will notice that the past 6 months, this booster box has hardly moved in value. And before that, it was selling anywhere between $800 to $1,000. So it's still valued around $1,000, maybe just a little bit more. You might see some sales for about $1,200. But what I'm trying to say, folks, is when you see cards increasing in value like we just saw, 9 times out of 10, the sealed product follows suit. I believe the Evolutions booster boxes are going to increase substantially here very soon, and I believe that's going to be within the next year or so, especially with the 30th anniversary coming around. Sets like Evolutions and Celebrations always seem to do a lot better when an anniversary is approaching. So that's just my thoughts on it, folks. I personally am investing in sealed booster boxes. What about you? What are you going to do? Leave a comment below letting me know. That's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know what you thought about this list, and I will catch you in this weekend's auction recap.